associated with its cultural heritage. The masterworks which we admire today are expressions of scientific knowledge with a defined philosophical attitude toward life, not only in artisanry, sculpture, and painting. The recovery of the art of ancient Mexico was realized in the 19th century and came to be the object of archaeological and ethnographical interest. Village artisans made objects, generally of clay, for daily use or other fantasy and humor. In them, usefulness and beauty were happily combined. Many magic objects belong to this type of art, transmitters of that psychic energy that the Stoics called universal sympathy, that vital fluid that unites animate beings, men, animals, plants, with the elements, planets, and stars. The other art is that of great culture, the religious art of the theocracy and the aristocratic art of the princes. The first was almost always monumental, the second, sumptuary. Art was not an end in itself, but rather a bridge, the work of art here and now, the there, talisman. The work changes the reality we see to another. The wrestler, 800 to 500 BC. Since shortly after its discovery, this sculpture has been called the wrestler. However, its actual signification is not known. It is the finest realistic portrait we have of Olmec man, and captures extraordinarily the movement and life of the human figure. Since the very beginning of Mesoamerican culture, there were human representations as accurately naturalistic in attitude. Part 2, 100 BC to 200 AD. The body of this jar has a head that is painted white art. It is suggested that this mask with its oversized open mouth might be an early representation of the wind god. Two faces share a common eye in an early sculptural expression of the ancient concept of duality. 1,000 years before Christ, a Tlatelolco artist created this maternity figure. Note the Asiatic slant of the eyes. This young girl has rouged her hair. She wears a pyrite pendant. Cross-hatching on this primitive in bodily adornment. This delightful figure, a woman nuzzles her dog. Her long skirt is an unusual mode of dress for the period. A woman wears a turban-like headdress and carries a child in a figure doubtless related to the cult of fertility. Dancers, acrobats, and skilled contortionists like this one entertain the people of the Tlatelolco culture. The eyes of this magnificent head have an oriental cast, while the generous mouth shows a strong Olmec influence. In a sensitive and intimate sculpture of two lovers,